Kate was having one of the best days of her entire life. As a birthday treat, Dad had taken her and Rupert to the city. After walking through bright streets lined with autumn leaves and visiting the latest findings Mum had sent to the Museum of Seaweed that morning, Dad had announced there was one more surprise and handed Kate a ticket. The Lookout Post with Hank. Now she was listening enthralled to Hank, a kind man in an ink-spotted boiler suit. Kate, Rupert and Dad were part of a small crowd following Hank through a basement filled with oily levers and criss-crossing conveyor belts as he explained how everything worked. The tour members all had special Lookout Post hats on, but Kate was too giddy to mind looking silly. She couldn't believe she was inside the building where her one true idol, Catherine Rodriguez, had penned her world-famous articles. The newspaper is printed down here, Hank was saying. It's sent from the very top of the building, where the writers and Figgy Fitzharris, she's the owner of the Lookout Post, put it together. He stopped and rapped on the belly of the biggest machine. And here's our star of the show, Johannes. Kate had to crane her neck to take in the sight of the huge printing press. Johannes loomed above them, as tall as a house, and surrounded by metal steps, viewing platforms, and huge vats of bubbling ink. 5 tons of solid brass and 37 conveyor belts. Hank beamed. She's not had a day off in 70 years. Every night she cranks out fresh newspapers for the whole city, which are sent soaring straight into our fleet of vans in seconds. He gestured at a series of conveyor belts and pipes that disappeared through the outside wall. She deserves a holiday, cried a voice from the back of the crowd. Johannes doesn't have a passport, replied Hank with a smile, and she's cemented to the floor. Now, who wants to press the button and see her in full steam-powered glory? Rupert waved his tail in the air and did a little jumping dance. It was at moments like this that Kate knew why they were the best of friends. Excellent! Hank beamed again, scooping up Rupert so he could press the big shiny button. Go! Johannes hummed to life, levers pumping slowly at first, and then faster and faster. Here she goes! Hank shouted over the noise. Kate watched, wide-eyed, as reams of paper shot out of the mouth of Johannes, spinning up and down, round and round, behind pipes and up to the ceiling, before dozens of copies of tomorrow's Lookout Post were sitting in a neat pile at her feet. Everybody take one, said Hank. My treat. You're the very first to see this. It's an exclusive early printing, especially for you. That's odd, said Kate, peering at her copy closely. Mine has something strange printed on it. She turned it upside down. It sort of looks like banana. But Rupert wasn't paying attention. From his spot on a pipe, he was staring at a photograph of a girl printed inside his copy. She had shiny black hair and was giving the camera a big smile while holding a tin of fishy delishy. Luxury cat food.